The main intention in this sort of bass patch is to move around these while music is playing and to be able to manipulate the gain of these all at the same time. And there are ways of manipulating the gain by different amounts so that, say, the lows don't get pushed as hard as the others. You can write a formula using the Fruity Formula controller to make it so. So you only need one knob, but it affects them differently. I didn't want to do anything that crazy, just sort of a basic multi-band setup with the gain stage at the end. So if we go back to the surface, I now can move the highs and the lows, and it will change what the sends are sending out to go to the different Pro L2s. And then we have a gain control, which is essentially how hard we're pushing each Pro L2. And then there is a post gain at the very end. Now, it would make sense to have a mix control, but there's one included by default right here. So I do not feel the need to go in and hook one up. But if I wanted to get fancier, it might make more sense to do that. But I went ahead and just decided to use this. So with the gain all the way down, these are all at 0. So nothing's being pushed into the ceiling, and it sounds, just like a bell. The split doesn't really matter. It might make some small differences, but it's nothing significant. Then as we begin to push it, you'll see these begin to turn on by various amounts. And then as we move it, we can change which one of these they're going to. And you can move it around and get these cool sweeping effects. Right after these sweeping effects, this will, in general, just make it sound louder, which is why you may need to adjust the post gain afterwards. But it can have some really cool effects, especially on something that's very transient heavy like this bell. When we bring the low band up, you hear that just awesome clicking. It becomes so pronounced. Yeah, stuff like that. Stuff that you just wouldn't normally come across.